Hello everyone, Chris here, and today I want to talk to you about a specific topic, healing. More specifically, healing in Dead by Daylight and how it works, the different perks and items that affects it, some recommendations for loadouts, and I'm gonna summarize it with some go-to tips on how to make healing as effective as possible. It's gonna be a lot of numbers in this video, but you can relax because I am not good with math and therefore I will explain this on an elementary school level. So buckle up and let's see what healing in Dead by Daylight is all about. So first, the very basic. As with most things in Dead by Daylight, the healing or health system is based on charges, just the same as repairing, cleansing, opening gates, and certain killer powers. It takes 16 charges to heal someone a full health state, and you heal at base for 1 charge per second, meaning it takes 16 seconds for you to heal someone a full health state. If you are 2 survivors healing someone, this equals 2 charges per second, making it 8 seconds to heal someone a full health state. So far, so good, but damn, it's about to get messy, so follow me on this one. There is a lot of things that can affect the speed of how fast you can heal someone, as well as a lot of different penalties. I'm not gonna go through all of them, especially the penalties ones, as that would be for another video. So let's check how fast we can heal ourselves first. Since you can't heal yourself without any outside help, there is only one perk that kind of makes you self-reliant, self-care. You of course also have Circle of Healing, but we will get back to that one. So with self-care you can heal yourself at any time, but doing so comes with a penalty. You heal only at 35% of normal healing speed, which means you only heal at a rate of 0.35 charges per second. This means that at base it takes about 46 seconds to fully heal yourself. That is a long time, especially if you see it from a team point of view. Like 45 seconds in a game is a lot of time, which is why I would highly advise to avoid going with self-care if you want to be a good teammate, that is. You can bring botany knowledge though, but it might not be as good as you think. Botany stacks with your base speed, giving you a healing speed of 1.5 charges per second. Then the self-care penalty kicks in, giving you 35% of this speed, which equals a little over 0.5 charges per second. In total, this means it will still take about 31 seconds at base to heal yourself with self-care. Still way too long in my opinion. Now, we have a few perks that will affect at what speed you will heal both yourself and other survivors, some more than others. Those would be Boon Circle of Healing, We'll Make It, We're Gonna Live Forever, No One Left Behind, Resilience, and Object of Obsession. Let's just go through all of them. Boon Circle of Healing. This will give you a 50% speed bonus to healing, and you are able to heal yourself inside the area of the boon. Though this gives you a 50% bonus to healing other survivors, you will still only heal at 50% of normal healing speed if you heal yourself, so it will kind of act like a self-care if you don't have a medkit. So this is kind of confusing because even though you have a 50% speed bonus to healing, you also heal for 50% of normal healing speed when you heal yourself. That means that you will heal at a rate of 0.75 charges per second, taking a total of 21 seconds to heal yourself. Just as a small side note, what if you are 2 injured survivors inside a boon? What would be most efficient? With the 50% speed bonus to healing, you would heal someone else for a full health state in about 11 seconds, meaning you might as well just heal yourself than heal each other. It doesn't really matter that much as the time it takes will be the same. Next we have We'll Make It. This gives you a 100% speed bonus after unhooking someone for 90 seconds. Now, take into consideration that 90 seconds is actually a decent amount of time in Dead by Daylight. With this alone, it means you can heal someone a full health state in 8 seconds after unhooking them, and whoever comes across your way for the next 90 seconds. We Are Gonna Live Forever also gives 100% healing speed, but only applies to people in the dying state. so you can get them up on their feet faster, more specifically in 8 seconds as well. Now, does will make it and we're gonna live forever stack? Yes. Yes, it does. No One Left Behind only works after the last generator is finished and gives a 50% bonus to healing speed during that time until the game ends. Resilience gives you a 9% bonus to a variety of things, including healing speed. This only works as long as you are injured. A 9% bonus equals about 1 second, meaning it will take 15 seconds to heal a full health state. Object of Obsession gives you a 6% speed to healing as well, but at this percentage it really doesn't make any difference. I just thought it was worth mentioning it as well. Skill checks. Now, until now, the math has been fairly easy to follow as we have talked about base speeds and times. Now we have the skill checks. Now, I'm not gonna talk too much about this, but there are some things that are worth knowing. And do take into consideration that we only talk about great skill checks now, as good skill checks won't give you any bonus to progression. At base, succeeding a great skill check gives you a 5% bonus to healing progression. 5% of 16 seconds is 0.8 seconds, so basically 1 second. You have a few add-ons for your medkit that affects this bonus, like this sponge that gives you an extra 5% of bonus progression, and the rubber gloves that gives 3% bonus. Mixing those together and you get a 13% progression bonus total, which equals roughly 2.1 seconds for every great skill check. In my opinion, this is absolutely not worth it, and you should not use this unless you have nothing else to use. The reason is that the amount of skill checks you get is random, and sometimes you don't receive a single skill check while healing at all. On the other hand, you could also miss the skill check, which will make you lose 10% of progression, which is roughly 1.6 seconds. Now, there is a perk I didn't mention earlier, and there is a reason for that. The perk is Autodidact. Now, this is a bit of a weird one because this one only affects your skill check bonus progression. This perk completely removes great skill checks when you heal other survivors. You start off the game with a minus 25% of progression bonus for succeeding in good skill checks, which really isn't a big deal at all. You then gain a 50% bonus to progression for every skill check you succeed on another survivor, up to a total of 50% bonus. Now, just by the numbers, that is pretty insane. That means if you succeed a good skill check while healing a survivor, the skill check bonus equals 8 seconds of healing. Now, why wouldn't I consider this perk to be that good then? Well, first of all, at base you have a 15% chance of getting a skill check per second of healing, which still gives you a fair chance of getting a skill check, but at the same time it could mean you would either not receive a skill check at all, or let's say you receive a skill check when there's about 4 seconds left of healing, not really giving you that much value of the perk. So I would say the perk has lots of potential, but it's very unreliable and will only work when you heal other survivors. And you would first have to heal other survivors for a decent amount of time to get the 5 tokens as well. So all in all, a nice perk, but use it at your own risk. Medkits. You have 4 different medkits to choose from. To make it easy, you have the brown, yellow, green and purple medkit. Logically, they would go in order of how good they are, but with the medkits, that might not be the case. Now, if we take a look back at the charge system, as we established, it takes 16 charges to fully heal a survivor a full health state. The brown medkit comes with 16 charges at base, which equals 1 health state. The yellow medkit comes with 24 charges, which equals 1.25 health states, as well as a 35% bonus to healing speed. The green medkit comes with 16 charges, which again equals 1 health state, and a 50% bonus to healing other survivors and yourself. Do note that the green medkit is the only medkit that gives speed bonus to healing yourself. I'm going to come back to this. So the question is then, what is considered best, charges or speed? And most people would answer charges. I want to compare the yellow and the green medkit just to see how big a difference the speed is. Now do remember that the yellow medkit does indeed have more charges, but you don't receive any healing speed bonus when healing yourself. Let's take a look at the 2 different loadouts and see the results. Not surprisingly, the speed from the green medkit is a lot faster than the yellow, and for this experiment I decided to go for 1 charge and 1 speed add-on, as with the green medkit, no matter what you do, you will only get 2 full health states from this one. As for the yellow with double charge add-ons, you get 3 full health states. So you'll just have to make a decision yourself. What is more important for the next game? 2 fast heals or 3 normal speed heals? What I want you to take into consideration is that, in my opinion, medkits should primarily be used on yourself and heal other survivors normally. This is of course situational, but as a general rule of thumb, medkits are for personal use only. Now let's move to the last medkit. The purple medkit comes with 32 charges at base, which equals 2 health states, a 50% bonus to healing speed, as well as increased size of the skill check zones, both good and great ones. So you could say that the purple medkit is the best medkit to use, but remember, it doesn't give speed bonus to healing yourself. As for the add-ons of the medkits, we can divide these into 2 categories, the charges and the speed. As for speed, you have a few that gives you a 15% bonus to speed, as well as the abdominal dressings that gives you a 25% bonus to speed, but at the cost of 8 charges. For charges, you got the gel dressings for an additional 16 charges, the Gauss roll for 12 charges, and the self-adherent wrap and bandages for 8 charges each. What is considered by most survivors as the best loadout would be the purple medkit with the double charges add-ons, which together give you a total of 3.75 health states worth of charges. There is still one perk I haven't mentioned yet, and I think this is a good time to talk about it. Botany Knowledge. Now this perk gives you a 50% bonus to healing speed, both yourself and others, but the most important thing to know is that it reduces your medkit charges conversion rate by 20%. This means that for every 1 charge you deplete from your medkit, you receive 0.8 charges of healing. It might sound really weird, but just think that if you have Botany Knowledge, it will require 20 charges from your medkit to heal 1 full health state. So let's say we bring a medkit with double charge add-ons. If we take a look at the medkits with and without Botany, it's actually only 1 medkit that really suffers, the yellow one, which goes down from over 3 full health state charges down to 2. The green medkit still have enough for 2 charges, as well as the purple one got enough for 3. But you still lose quite a bit of healing juice from your medkits, so it ends up with the same dilemma. Do you want speed or charges? The easiest way to decide whether to bring Botany or not, will you be focusing on healing other people or yourself? One last thing I want to talk about when it comes to medkits is the syringe. The syringe is an iridescent add-on that gives you the ability to consume the medkit to heal you for a full health state after 16 seconds. Now the interesting part is that the syringe is actually affected by healing speed add-ons and perks. So that means that with the green medkit, it will take the syringe 12 seconds to work instead of 16. This is why many survivors will run the green medkit with a syringe and the abdominal dressings for the extra 75% speed bonus. With this setup alone, the syringe would work in about 9 seconds. You could also use Boon Circle of Healing to speed this up as well, either by using the syringe inside the boon, or while it's working, run through a boon to speed it up. Now, we have talked about some of the basics of healing, how it works, how different perks and add-ons affect it, and I thought I'd end this video with a few tips for both beginners and experienced players. Number 1. As you are not able to heal yourself at will, any medkit you bring along should be prioritized to use on yourself only, as you can still heal other survivors without spending the medkit. Don't consider it egoistic, but consider it to be the smartest thing to do. Of course, if the situation is critical and someone is, for example, getting tunneled, then consider doing whatever it takes to keep them alive. Number 2. Think hard and carefully before you bring self-care into the game, as in general, you using it will cost the entire team a lot of time. And I would go so far as to say you are contributing to you losing the game. If you're going to bring self-care, then by gods, at least bring Botany Knowledge as well. Number 3. If you bring resilience, then try to get used to 99ing your heals. That means that you use your medkit to heal yourself up to 99%, then leave it so you gain the bonuses of resilience for as long as possible. Are you all of a sudden getting chased? then pop the last percentage and see the frustration in the killer's eyes. Even without resilience, you could use this as a mind game towards the killers, but just know, it's not without a risk. Number 4. When you bring a syringe, still use your medkit as normal, but don't ever deplete it as you won't be able to use your syringe now. Using the syringe of a fully charged medkit would also not be advised if it's not absolutely necessary. And yeah, that was all I had to say about healing in Dead by Daylight. Now, I'll admit it was pretty fun taking a deep dive into how the mechanics work, and to understand it better myself, so I'm able to make better choices. Next time, we will take a look at gen repair speed and all the things that affects that, and of course, how to make it as effective as possible. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.